Yeah. So yeah, whatever you want to do, you can just share my story.
Perfect.
Whatever you want to use it for.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Wellness Wednesday is here. And as people hop on, I may end up muting you, and that is not because I don't like you. It's because we want to keep the call nice and quiet if you have interfering noise that's going on with you. So tonight we have a special guest. We have Karolee Fritz, and I'm so excited. Karolee is someone I met several years ago, and she is just a dynamo, radiant, giving individual. I just love her. She's a mother of 5. She is absolutely adventure seeking. She is a runner, a marathon runner even. And she just really loves igniting people's passions and really bringing them easy solutions for their health and also for their wealth, because a lot of people are looking for ways to improve those things. So welcome to you, Karolee. Thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you, Rochelle.
You're welcome. Thank you. So just basically, I wanted to see, it's been a while since we've talked even, so I want to know, like, what is it that you have to say? Tell us about your health journey in the last few years, and you know, kind of give us some info about you.
Okay. Would it be all right if I just shared, like, before Isogenics up until now?
Absolutely.
I can make it short. Okay, perfect. So like Rochelle was saying, I do have 5 kids. They range right now from age 6 to 6. So I'm quite busy, and life is a little crazy. And they definitely keep me busy, and we have a whole lot of fun. And then, so before Isogenics, before I was introduced to Isogenics, you know, my life was really good. I have a great husband who's super helpful. My kids are actually they're pretty easy, you know, considering. But there's a lot of things I loved about my life. I was running. I've run several marathons. I had great friends. And I liked being busy and being active, you know, being home with my children. The things that I did not love is with my last baby, I was 38 when I had him. And I just felt like it was a lot harder than my other pregnancies. It just didn't seem like I bounced back fast. And honestly, I didn't know. We always have this saying, you don't know what you don't know. And I just thought, well, with my age, I'm just more tired. This is almost 40 feels like. Sorry, my dog's trying to get in. Almost 40 feels like. And so my husband and I, we joke about it now, but we used to, because we were both exhausted. And I just didn't realize how that it was affecting everything in my life. We would take turns putting kids to bed. He would come home from work and I'd be like, okay, I'm done. It's your turn with the kids. And I'm done. My workouts, but I'm depleted by the end of the day. And I'll be honest with you, I was because I am a runner training. I was a little disappointed that really reflect how hard I was working and your workouts. And I've always heard that, but it didn't really click until my friend introduced me to Isogenics. So enter Isogenics. I actually was able to see 2 of my friends start Isogenics, Lindsay and Trisha. Lindsay Wyszynski and Trisha Wilkins. Some of you may know either of them. And I did not think it was for me. I didn't have a whole lot of weight to lose. I knew they were doing it for weight loss. I knew one of them was doing it as a business and one was doing it for weight loss. And they were both of them were having great results and looked wonderful. But again, I was thinking, well, that's great for them, but that's not really what I'm looking for. And as I was struggling in my marathon training, I was looking at proteins. And I kept coming back to Isagenix, and I'm like, okay, maybe there's something to this Isagenix. And I decided several months after they started to try it. And I would say on day 3 was my first cleanse day. So we have these shakes days and cleanse days. And on day 3 was a cleanse day. And I'll never forget, I woke up, I did my workout, and usually I'd come home, get my kids off to school, and then I'd be home with my little boys, and usually they'd be playing on the floor, and I would be sitting on the couch either half awake or playing Candy Crush. That was like my morning, like without fail. And I was lucky if I got a batch of laundry in. But I remember coming home from my run, I got the kids off to school, I sat down with the boys, and they were playing cars, and I got on the floor and I started playing with my boys. And about 20, 30 minutes into playing with them, I realized that it had been years since I got on the floor and played with my kids. And I kind of got choked up, and I was a little emotional because I felt so guilty. Like, what have I been missing? It was almost like this cloud was lifted off my brain, and I could feel and see. And I'm sure that Rochelle can speak to this feeling. I just felt like a light bulb went back on in my life, and I was playing with my boys, and I was enjoying being a mom again. And I didn't realize that I wasn't really enjoying being a mom. And I love being a mom, but I kind of felt like my life prior to being a mom, that was my adventure, that was my fun. And now I'm in this kind of more secluded lifestyle. When you're a stay-at-home mom, I'm sure a lot of you know what I'm talking about. And so I was just lit up inside, and I was so excited. And I remember telling my friend Lindsay, like, is this legal? Is this really how you feel all the time? I was so worried that feeling was going to go away. But I have to tell you, this April will be 4 years since I had my first shake. And I really thought I would do the system for 2 months, thinking it's just going to be the short-term thing. I'm going to look good for my race and my trip, and then I'm going to quit. And I cannot imagine what my life would be like now. So flash forward, I immediately started feeling good. I did not have super quick results because like I said, I didn't have a lot of weight to lose. It was more the energy and my mood. But my husband also watched me come back to life, is what he likes to say. And he decided to join me, and he dropped 80 pounds really quickly. And so he was kind of our walking billboard, you could say. So a lot of people were asking us what we were doing. And so, of course, naturally, we shared with them what we were doing. And that helped, it helped fund all of our products, which is a wonderful, it's a wonderful part of the system that you can get your products for free. And so we really were enjoying this lifestyle. But I share because not only, I went to it for performance and a little bit of weight loss. And what I found is a whole new life with my husband. We now had something in common. He started to work out with me, which we never had done before. He was going to the public pool with us again, which he was missing out on so many things in our kids' lives that we both didn't realize that we were missing out on, because we just didn't know how we were supposed to feel. We didn't know that we could be in our 40s and feel better than we did in our 20s, which is crazy to me, but it's true. So now, here we are 4 years later. Our kids, we put our kids to bed, and then we're ready to play. Like, we wear out, which is so funny that we really, truly wear our kids out. We have way more energy than they do. We feel better than we ever have. And it's really put this new perspective where now we're having adventures together. We plan trips, and we're just having a lot more fun. It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like there's nothing to look forward to as we age. I'm actually looking forward to getting older, which I was not before. And of course, like I said before, I felt like a secluded mom. Isagenix also has an amazing support system. And because it is word of mouth that we share it with people, I had a whole team rooting me on, showing me how to use this system, supporting me in my goals. And those people are still some of my very best friends that I didn't even know, several years ago. And that's been a beautiful part of this whole journey. Like, I didn't know Rochelle. We were able to meet at an event, and here we are, a couple of years later, still friends, and we get to be part of each other's lives. And I think that's really the beautiful part of Isagenix that a lot of people don't know exists, is that support system and that wonderful, beautiful, positive culture that we have. So that's kind of my story. Thank you for letting me share a little bit of my journey. And honestly, it just gets better and better. Like, the wonderful thing about this nutrition is we really fell off track at the holidays, like a lot of people do. We ate some more sugar than we would like to admit. but I still had a shake a day. I still had my core products. And I'll tell you what, bouncing back after the holidays is a piece of cake. And it used to take me months to feel good again. Now it was a week or two and I was right back on track. So we love this nutrition and we love sharing it with other people because everyone deserves to feel this good.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. Absolutely. And I love your story. It's so perfect for just showing people how, I don't know, how simple it can be to just turn that light on about life again, and to really to open the door to being more positive and more healthy. And it's just, for me, it's been very similar. And I really had lost hope, you know. And you speak about energy in your 20s versus your 40s. I didn't have energy in my 20s. You know, I had a lot of health problems that I was dealing with. And so my goal was to be healthier at 30 than I was, you know, through my entire 20s when I started having health problems. So I just am so grateful for you sharing that with you, because a lot of it resonates with me as well. And, you know, weight loss isn't a huge part of my story, but gaining health is. And I think a lot of people are looking for a solution for energy, for being able to get through a workout and not end up on the couch for days after, or even just to be able to go on a walk around the neighborhood, you know, or enjoy life with your kids again. So, you know, my next question is, can you just tell us a little bit about maybe a couple of building blocks for sustainable health? Are there like some key products that you'd like to share with us that are really giving you results and you feel are the best thing?
Okay. Well, I do use a lot of their performance products. It's an amped line, which I love, and I'll use those for my workouts. But the core 5 products that we usually talk about, we call them the pillars of Isagenix. I don't go a day without, whether I'm working out or not. There's not a day that goes by that I don't put at least some of these products in my body. And the first one I'm going to talk about, I have it right here. This one is called our Ionic Supreme. And this is a drink that I drink every morning without fail. And that is full of something called adaptogens, which I had no clue anything about adaptogens before Isagenix, and I still don't know a lot about them. I just know that they are an herb they're from a plant that grows in very extreme conditions, very like icy places, very hot places, any extreme weather conditions these plants can grow. They can adapt to their environment. And the benefit of taking these plants as a nutritional product, a supplement, is that it helps your body adapt to what it's going through, mostly to help your body combat stress. So any kind of stress. And I don't know anyone on this earth who does not have some sort of stress. So whether it's athlete stress, you know, sore muscles, or if it's, you know, have kids, parenting, jobs, financial issues, whatever stress is in your life, the adaptogens help. If you're stressed out, you really have that high stress, it's going to calm you down. If you're very exhausted and tired, those adaptogens help wake you up. So I can have it early in the morning and just kind of gets me going for the day. I can also take it right before bed and it helps me go to sleep. It's because it reacts to what your body is needing. But the whole idea behind all of the products in Isagenix are to basically help your body combat stress, which if you can't lower your cortisol and you can't lower your stress, you're not going to lose weight, obviously, and you're also not going to feel your optimal best. So a lot of women also call this, because it does have that feel-good energy, a lot of women call it their frisky juice. Heard that? I've heard mommy juice. I call it my happy juice, because I tell my kids that this saves their lives. It really, I mean, I have a kid, but I didn't realize what a short fuse I had before Ionics. And truly, I didn't realize I yelled so much. And it's not like my kids' behavior got any better. It's just that I can handle things better. So it's like things would happen and I'm like, I'm all right. Like it just kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It's a buffer, I feel like.
Yeah. Keeps you
so I love Ionics. I don't know what I do. Exactly. My husband and I joke around. If someone cuts us off on the freeway, we're like, oh man, they need Ionics. The world would be a happier place with everyone Ionics.
I agree.
Okay. So the next pillar, yes, everyone needs Ionics. And so I'm doing this with my phone here. So The next pillar is the isoline shake. This is probably, I do love my ionics, but the shake is probably my very, very favorite product because it has everything I need. It's a complete meal, 23 vitamins and minerals. It's 24 grams of undenatured whey protein from happy cows in New Zealand who graze on grass, just on the land. They have no hormones or antibiotics. And what I love about my shakes is, first, they're yummy. And second, they keep me full. But I also can have a shake and a half hour later or whenever I want, go for a workout, and it doesn't feel to weigh me, it doesn't weigh me down. I don't get a stomach ache. I don't get an upset stomach. And as a runner, it was really hard to find something that would stay settled in your stomach when you're trying to work out. I also love that it's easy. Like I said, I have 5 kids, and before Isagenix, I was a really clean eater. I was trying my best to get all of the nutrients I needed, and I was doing paleo. I was doing green smoothies, and so my kids weren't going to eat that, and so I was cooking basically double meals all day. I would do my kids' breakfast and my breakfast, and then my kids' lunch, and then I'd snack on that a little bit and eat my own healthy lunch. Same with dinner, and that got really frustrating, and I got really old, honestly, and I really did waste a lot of food. I found I was throwing out a lot of vegetables that I just wouldn't use fast enough. But guess what? Even though I was eating really clean, I didn't do soda, I didn't do caffeine, I did not have the energy. And I'll talk about another supplement as well that helps with that. But this is giving you so much nutrition. This is basically like having 3 organic plated meals all in one shake, and you mix it with ice and water. So I can be in my car and have a shaker cup, throw 2 scoops of my shake in a cup, shake it up. I can stop at a gas station and get ice and water anywhere. So you really are never without a meal. And at under $3 a meal, it's super convenient, and it's really affordable too. So I love the convenience. Love, love, love my shakes. The other item I was going to talk about is our vitamins. So you heard me talk about how depleted I felt. So even though I'm eating kale and spinach and flaxseed and chia and all these superfoods that I could find and throwing in my shake, that was probably costing a lot more than my shake I get now, I still was missing that energy. And a big key of that was vitamins and minerals. And I like to think of the minerals and the vitamins as the bridge between your nutrition and your body absorbing it. If you don't have minerals in your body, you can't actually absorb good nutrition, which I really didn't understand. I've learned so much just changing my nutrition. But this is also what I love. So we have these little vitamin packs here, and they come in an AM and a PM. So I just, rip that in half, take one with my morning shake, one with my dinner, and it has all of your essentials that we're missing. These are missing in our soils. These are nutrients that used to be in our soils that are, because of herbicides and pesticides, it's just stripped our soil of nutrients. And I honestly did not believe that. I always thought that was just a selling gimmick for people to try to get people to take vitamins and these supplements. But until you feel the difference, like when I miss a day of vitamins, I actually can feel the difference, which is amazing to me, and the potency. It shows me the potency of the product. There's another great, and the vitamins are complete. It has all of your omegas, your cytoactives. It's got CoQ10, which is great for heart health. It also has fish oil, resveratrol, that good stuff in red wine. I mean, they really are complete nutrients. And there's a men and a women vitamin to help support women and men's health. And another component of our vitamins is called I love this product. This is called Isagenesis. And what this does is this is the healthy aging component. But what it does is on the ends, I don't know if you can see the little DNA strand on the bottle here. I'll see if I can make that work. The little red dots on the end of the, compare it to shoelaces, is on the end of the shoelaces, the little grommets that keep your shoelaces. As you age, the telomeres shorten and fray, and that's what ages you, right? So this Isagenesis actually helps your telomeres stay more intact longer. So people on Isagenix look younger. Their skin's more vibrant. I call it an isoglow. I could point out, when I saw my friends doing Isagenix, I could almost point out the people in our neighborhood who were on Isagenix because they had a glow and they did not look their age. They just started to look really just vibrant and healthy. And my hair and my skin has never looked better as when I start taking the vitamins with my shakes. So that's something I will never go without. And especially for athletes, for recovery, those telomeres, like it's a really strong antioxidant, and it's helping all of your joints, especially for anyone who healthy aging or athletes, it's definitely a must-have. Okay, so the last pillar of Isagenix that I don't skip out on, this is called our Cleanse for Life. And don't freak out when I say cleanse. It's not one of those kind of cleanses. It's not a poopy cleanse. This is a cellular cleanse. And I know a lot of you have probably heard a lot right now about, hey, Rochelle's actually cleansing right now. She's got hers going. So the difference with this Cleanse for Life is you're giving your digestive system a break. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about intermittent fasting. It's very popular right now. A lot of people are talking about the health benefits of it. And Isagenix has always been ahead of the game. They've been talking about cleansing for 16 years now. But what this is basically an assisted fast. You're giving your digestive system a break, but you're flooding it full of wonderful nutrients to support all of your organs as they naturally detox. So when you're giving your digestive system that break, your body's supposed to detox on its own, but it just needs a little bit of help because we're so overloaded with toxins in our country and in our environment. So this was key for me. That third day that I talked about when I got on the floor and played with my kids, I was actually cleansing. And my energy was just through the roof. I was bouncing off the walls. I felt so good. And I thought, because when I first started this, I thought, there's no way I can go without food for 2 days. But I'll tell you what, I love my cleanse days. I actually look forward to them. And because we can't be 100% perfect with our nutrition, we really need the cleanse to help keep the toxins out of our body. This is the key. This is the missing piece in my whole diet. It was the vitamins and it was the cleanse. And that is something that I will always cleanse. It takes away my cravings for sugar. It keeps your body more alkaline so that everything just tastes better. Fresh food tastes better. I'm sure, Rochelle, you've got some things that you love about the cleanse. I love the energy it gives me, but I love that it takes away unhealthy cravings, and just it's like a reset for your body. It's kind of pushing the reset button. So I've been cleansing a lot after the holidays, and that has boosted me back to the energy levels and feeling more vibrant again much quicker than if I hadn't cleansed. So that's kind of the very basic pillars, but there's so many other great products they offer for snacking, for, like I said, for workouts, for kids. We've got some kid vitamins, sleep spray. There's so many wonderful products that we carry, but these are the main pillars that I do not go a day without because it makes such a big difference in my health. So that's all the main products that I
love what you said about the word boost, like with your mental energy, with your physical energy. Like, I so agree with everything you said. And I am someone who uses all of these products as well. And I'm just getting back into really dialing in my nutrition, and it feels so good. It's like my brain is waking up again. And I absolutely love how I am feeling again. It's so fun. It's so fun to just be alive. So yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for explaining that to us.
Oh, you're welcome.
So
it's so fun. I have a little side job that I go to, and I work with a lot of people, really honestly half my age, and it's so funny to wear them out. Like they have no idea when I tell them how old I am, that I'm almost 43. Their jaws drop because I run circles around them at work. But I was not doing that 4 years ago. Like, I was tired before, and I felt everything. And now it's just like I just bounce back so fast, and it's a wonderful lifestyle for anyone. Absolutely.
It is. I totally agree. Well, thank you again. We so appreciate you coming on and explaining things and for sharing your story. I know it's sometimes hard to put yourself out there, but I really appreciate you joining us today and for doing that.
Oh, you're so welcome.